right, so we're going to get started. Today's fluency activity is the Core Addition Fluency Review with missing add-ins, which means you need, number one, your Starry Night book. You're going to turn to page number 27, and it's going to look just like this. And what that means, when I say missing add-ins, is means you're missing a part. You know a part, you know the whole, and you're missing the other part. Now, like I said, this is on page number 27 in your Starry Night Fluency Practice Book. Yellow number, yellow binding. Try to keep that connected. Because as you can see, it's a little bit longer, so we're going to start at the top. We're going to work our way down. We're going to go back up to the middle column, work our way down, and repeat, working our way down. So this is a little bit longer, and just like with the other fluency reviews where we had the spinning problems, I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock. You ready? Okay, here we go. Putting the clock ready now. You got a pencil, right? Okay. On your mark, get set, go! Ding, 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 ding. Don't ask me why sometimes it rings and sometimes it doesn't, but what I do know is that time's up. Stop what you're doing. I know you did your best. Let's go ahead and check our work. Come on. Okay, yes, let's go ahead and check our work. Let's see. Ooh, that's another one we did together. Okay, here it is. Page 27, Core Addition Fluency Review, missing add-in. We are filling in the missing part. So let's go. 0, 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, 5, 6, 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 2. Alright, we are on to the top of column 2, question number 16. 6 plus blank is equal to 7. The answer is 1, 6, 7, 0, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 6, 5, 8, 0, 1, 7, 0, 9, 8, 7, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 7, 9, 8. Okay, so I want us to take a quick look, and I want us to look at question numbers, actually 22 all the way through 30. What pattern do we notice in this chunk right here? Correct. These are all ways to make 8. And if you'll notice the whole page, these are all ways to make 5. This is all ways to make 6. These are all ways to make 7, and then 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, guys, let's go ahead and continue with our lesson. Great job on the addition fluency review. Let's go ahead and continue with our application problem. You will see that there is 1, 2, 3 parts to the problem. So we're going to set our page up in our book again, just like we were doing last week, so that way we have space to work. And that's on page number 109. So in our Learn book, page 109, there's the digits, blue number, blue trim. Okay, we see we have 3 problems. We still, just like we did, have this big blank space right here. Why would we not use this when we have all this stuff to do? So, 1, 2, 3. Well, ABC, 1, 2, 3. They're like cousins, I guess you could think of that way. But that it gives you room to actually work. And I'm going to go ahead and read the problems, and then the video is going to prompt you to submit your answer to each individual question. Now, if you only get some of the answers but not all the answers, let me know that. Tell me what you found out, and if you don't know, you can say, I don't know, because then we're going to look at how I solved the problem. All right, so number 1, or letter A, reads that Ben had 7 fish. He bought 4 fish at the store. How many fish does Ben have? Letter B here, number 2, reads, Maria had 7 fish in her tank this morning. She bought some more fish and now she has 9. How many did she buy? C reads, Anton had 8 fish. Some of the fish died, and now Anton has 4 fish. How many fish died? That's a little morbid. But yes, apparently his fish died. It's okay. We'll get Anton some more fish. But right now we know how many of them died. We need to know how many Maria bought, and we need to know how many fish Ben has. So I'm going to let you work on this for a few minutes. Don't spend forever on it, but definitely try your best. And we'll reconvene in about a minute. Great job on those problems. I love seeing the work that you put in, and knowing that you're trying your best is of utmost importance. So let's look and see how I solved the problem. Now, for problem 1, now remember I told you this is called a tape diagram, and we're actually going to learn about these tomorrow. And it shows that each part is boxed. It tells us that he had 7, he bought 4. 7 and 4 are our parts, put them together, the whole is 11. Ben has 11 fish. This time we knew a part and the whole. We had to figure out the missing part. So 7 plus blank equals 9, just like the fluency activity we did at the beginning of our lesson. Maria bought 2 fishes because 2 fish, those are fishes. 2 fish because 7, 8, 9. Y'all ever heard that joke before? No? Oh, okay, just me. In this case, we know that Anton's fish died. And while that is sad, it does mean that they're gone. So we started with all the fishes and we crossed out to take away 4 of them. So 8 minus the 4 fish that passed is equal to the 4 remaining fish. Because that's how the information was given to us. We weren't told that he had 8, now he has 4. We were told he had 8, some died. So it's 8 minus blank is equal to 4. And we found out that 4 fish died. I know that's kind of sad. But we gotta move on a little bit. Okay, so today we're talking about we can either add the 1s or add the 10s. So for this problem, 19 plus 2 equals 1. Using the picture strategy, what happened was that the 2 was broken up into 1 and 1 to complete this group of 10. So adding in such a way to complete groups of 10, so 10, 20, 1, 21. Or the option is also available where you can break up that, in this case, team number 19 into 10s and 1s. So you have 10 and 9, and then add the 1s, which gives you 11, and then add the pieces back together. There's 10 plus the now 11 ones. Well, we know if we have 11 ones, we really have another group of 10 and 1 1. But we don't have to split them back up again. So 11 and 10, well, 1 1, 1 1. 1 10, 1 10, 2 10. 1 1, no ones, 1 1. Same solution. Let's go ahead and practice a few of these, and you can find them on page 72 in your Succeed book. 72 in your Succeed book. This is questions numbers 8, 9, 10, and 11. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some adding with the 1s, and we're going to do some adding with 10s. This one here, we're going to use the number bond strategy. That's our primary strategy right now. But what we're also going to do, remember, it's not a number bond of part, whole, so much as it, so we're still this part, as it's piece, part. We're breaking apart into smaller pieces so that we can create an easier problem. So now we've got 2 pieces that made this one part, and these 2 parts made this whole. So whole, 2 parts, apart into pieces. Okay, so looking at this number, 23 plus 9 is equal to blank. What I want to do this time, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete a group of 10. Which of these 2 numbers is actually closer to a group of 10? 23 or 9? Nine is closer to a group of 10. Good. How many does 9 need to make 10? It needs 1 more. So we're going to take that 1 from the 23, which leaves 22. Okay, we're going to take that 1 out of the 23 so that I can create a complete group of 10. A complete group of 10. And then add the remaining 22. So that gives me 10 plus 22 is equal to blank. Okay? What I'm doing here, I'm like, this looks like a harder problem. Why do we do that? No, it doesn't. We just got to get used to seeing it. Watch. Okay, so this is my larger part. This is my 22, correct? 22. What I'm saying to do, instead of breaking things apart, is to add an additional group of 10. Make an increase by a group of 10. Instead of moving all kinds of 9, 23, 24, 25, 26, no. Make it so all you have to do is an additional group of 10. So now, instead of 22, the solution is 10 plus 22 is equal to 32, which tells us that 23 plus 9 is equal to 32. Now, if you're just like, what just happened here? I'm so confused. What strategy are you supposed to use? What is our checking strategy? How do we check our work when we're trying to practice and use these number bonds? We draw a picture. So let's draw a picture to match what we did here. First, we're going to draw the parts as given. Okay, I'm going to switch colors so you can see it real clearly. Watch out. We're going to draw the parts as given. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What I did was I took 1 and brought it over here. It's not neat and tidy, but we know when we put a circle around a group, that's a group of 10. So let's start by counting tens. 10, 20, 30, 3 groups of 10, 31, 32. Does my picture match my numbers? It does, which means I did this correctly. My picture matches my numbers. Okay, now, looking at this number, 27 and 7. What's happening is they're actually both equal distance to the next group of 10. Let me show you on the reckoning rack. Hold on. Okay, so if I were given 7, I would be 3 away from the next group of 10, right? Well, if I was given 27, I would still be 3 away from the next group of 10. So that means we pretty much can choose which one we want to. Right now I want to continue practicing by moving ones to complete a group of 10. So how many ones did we say that 7 needs to complete a group of 10? Either 7. Even 7 would work. How many ones do I need to complete a group of 10? 3 ones. Good. I need 3 ones. Excellent. So what I want to do here is get the 3 that I need and then leave the rest of the pieces alone. Get the 3 I need, leave the rest of the pieces alone. Now we have 7 and 3, which we just agreed, we just saw, makes a group of 10. So 7 and 3 is a way to make 10. Now I can add that 10 to the other pieces that were left. 10 and 24. The same thing we had here with 10 and 22. Look, it's the same thing. Instead of moving all the pieces around and putting the 7 and the 7 and the 2 10s, what I said is 24. Ooh, please don't fall. Stay where you're at. Let me figure out how a better way to do this. I'm struggling right now. Do you believe me? Do you believe I'm trying to be 24? Hold on. There. So 2 10s, 4 1s, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 1s. Another group of 10, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I did the same thing over here. I moved 1s to complete the group of 10. Notice, I didn't break this into 10s and 1s. I just moved the 1s I needed to complete this group of 10. I didn't move all the 1s because that would actually make for a more complicated problem. We're not trying to make the problem harder than it needs to be. I'm saying, we're not trying to make it harder than it needs to be. Alright, so yes, 10 and 24 is equal to 34, which means 27 and 7 is also equal to 34. What do we do to check our work? We draw a picture. Good. Yes, we draw a picture. Okay, let's draw a picture to check our work. So we're going to draw as originally given 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What we just agreed that we did was we decided to complete this group of 10, which means 10, 20, even though it's funky and lopsided, by enclosing it in a circle, we're bringing those pieces together, which means this is a group of 10. So 10, so 1 10, 2 10, 3 10. 3 in the tens place, check. 1 1, 2 1, 3 1, 4 ones. 4 in the ones place, check. That means we used our number bond strategy correctly. Remember, these are not part, whole number bonds. No. These are not part, whole number ones. This, I have my whole broken into 2 parts, and I take one of those parts and I break it into smaller pieces. Okay? So I had a whole, I broke it into 2 parts, then I took one of my pieces and I broke it into smaller pieces so I can move, because when I'm adding, I can move the pieces around as long as I put them all together and the end and the end. So we did these 2 by moving ones to complete groups of 10. What I want to do with these 2 is break apart 10s and 1s so I can add groups of 10 first. Okay? And watch what I mean with that. So this one reads 24 plus 10. What I'm going to do this time, I'm going to break one of the parts into putting all the 10s in one pile and all the 1s in another pile. And then I'm going to add my 10s together first. So 24 becomes 20 and 4. Here what I did was I added my 1s first, and then I added on the other piece. I added my 1s, making a group of 10, and added on the piece. This time what I want to do is, I want to add my 10s first. I want to say 20 and 10 is equal to 30, and then I want to add the 4 more. 20 and 10 is equal to 30. 30 plus the remaining 4 equals 34, which means 24 plus 10 is also 34. If your mind is blown, what are you supposed to do? Yes, draw a picture. Good. Draw a picture. Draw a picture. That's what you're supposed to do. So let's draw a picture and check and make sure that works. That works, okay? 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Plus 10. Let's count it. 10, 20, 30. Notice I'm counting my 10s first. 10, 20, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34. All right? You don't believe me? All right. Let's do it this way. So I started with 24 and 10. I put my 10s together in one group and my 1s in another group. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. That means we did it right. Good job. We get a check. Ooh, ouch. All right, so this last problem, again, I'm going to break apart so that I can add my 10s together first, which means which number needs to be broken into smaller pieces? Which number needs to be broken into smaller pieces? $18, correct. It becomes a group of 10 and 8 1s. So we're going to put the 20 and the 10, the 2 10s and the 1 10s together to get 30. 2 10s plus 1 10 equals 3 10s, which is the value of 30. I am not dropping all the cubes on the floor again today. There's enough on the floor already. 3 10s is 30. Plus the 8 1s that are left is equal to 38, which tells us that 20 plus 18 is equal to 38. Going back to what we know, and that's because I got to prove to you I know what I'm talking about. It's okay. We're going to now draw the picture to match. So we said that 10, 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So when we counted it, what we did was we said 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Oh, that checks out. Okay, we did what we were supposed to do. We know what we're talking about. Whew, we're on the right track. So now that we've practiced a few times noting, you can choose to add the ones first, or you can choose to add the tens first. Notice here, I did not break this into tens and ones. I broke off what I needed to complete this group of 10, to turn these ones into a group of 10. Over here, I did not break this into tens and ones. I broke off what I needed to complete this group of 10. Here, I did break it into my tens and one piles, my ones in another. Well, for one, I don't have enough ones to make a group of 10. So using the ones here would be, first of all, it'd be silly. It'd just be silly. It doesn't work. So that's why you have to look and think about the problem and think about the numbers and not just try to answer the question. You have to think about the numbers, okay? All right, so now let me show you what you're going to do today. You are going to return to your Learn book, and you're going to do your problem set, which starts on page 111, so 111. So that same book that you were in, Learn with the flower beds, you're going to turn that sheet of paper, and you will find your problem set, the front and the back. The front and the back you are responsible for. So just leave your Nearpod open. Work on this for a few minutes. This is where you ask grown-ups for help. You either message me or you get another grown-up who's in person with you right now to help you with this, and you work on this. Then you return to your Nearpod, and if it made you start over, just click through so you can actually turn in your exit ticket. And your job is to find the totals, the wholes, using quick 10 drawings or number bonds. Personally, I would love for you to try number bonds. I really want you to try number bonds. Understand we're not all there yet. Try a number bond, and you're like, I don't know what's happening here. Draw a picture. But it does give you the option to choose between quick tens or number bonds in today's lesson. But guys, that's all I have for you, and I'll see you a little bit later on. Until then, have a great day. Bye.